Hey guys, this is a 19 Junkyard I did as Arcane that we two chested. Again, I had a bug with my video recording, so I missed the first 3 minutes here of the dungeon. Those 3 minutes also are when we picked the bots for everybody, so you're not gonna see that unfortunately, but you're gonna see all the bosses and kind of the route that we do. So on the bottom right above details you can see I have a weak aura for who doesn't have any bots. So right now the Warlock doesn't have a shock bot. Grease bot is needed again for Warlock and Shaman and Healer. I already took the shock bot and a grease bot. We're just walking around to take as many as we can. So for this first boss we gotta kill the monstrosities to activate it. As Arcane, so basically in Junkyard the shock bots do a lot of damage, right? So haste classes like fire or melee DPS that stack haste or tanks are amazing. However, I still picked crit for my buff of the affix, of the shrouded affix, just because the ads are gonna die very easily just thanks to the shock bots, and crit makes me do a lot of single target damage. So I just stayed with that. You could try to play Mastery instead of crit as Arcane in Mythic class, by the way. I tried with Mastery a lot. However, I don't like that I never crit since I don't have Ruby anymore. So I just play with a lot of Mastery baseline and then I pick crit as the buff. I have two on-uses that I use, by the way. I have Sigil and I have the Intellect on-use on the weapon from Mechagon. That weapon is so good because it has... So instead of like 700 baseline intellect, it has about 590, so a bit less, but it gives you 500 intellect for 15 seconds, and you can do that every 45 seconds. So you can have that buff for every single set of your Cs. I was on voice with the people I did this key with, by the way, so I was marking bots for people and I was telling them which bot is for who, so that they can go take it. We need to play one more Toxic Monstrosity here. As you can see, I'm not really using my cooldowns anywhere. I'm just... because I really want to make sure that my cooldowns are ready for the boss. I use alter time here so that when I get gripped in I just alter back. I use my orb to trigger my 4th Radiant Spark debuff. The playstyle is identical to Season 3, by the way, as Arcane. Nothing changed, we just have more stats, so we crit for more, our numbers are bigger. I'm 296 item level equipped here. I bought some BUEs and I had luck with mythic raiding since I'm mythic raiding this tier. By the way, tell me in the comments below if you're interested to see Arcane videos of mythic bosses. The last grease spot there is for the monk, so we kill these ads and then the boss is ready. We saved lust for this boss. I have Sigil ready since I used Sigil on the first pull that we did that you didn't see because my recording didn't start yet. As you can see, I don't have much mana, so I'm trying to go like first to have like mana ready. Quaking is really annoying, especially when you play Slipstream, but I get used to it, I guess. Use mirror images here, Sigil, Potion, Bloodlust, and just a baseline single target rotation that we've done for a few seasons now. And that hopefully we can keep for Dragonflight or improve. I had a big crit there with the Sigil, so as you can see, even if I don't have you know, so like the buff and or like the add, so I can have funnel on it, well, I still do a decent amount of single target damage. I don't like engage at 130k anymore, unfortunately, and my mana is dropping very low, very fast. That's why I try to play Mastery, because I feel like on bosses with Bloodlust they just go in very fast. So in this boss you gotta stay in the squirt bots, not like I did. I got out of the squirt bot first, so I got gooped, and now there's a toxic wave and they cannot break the goop because my goop is a bit too far from them. Usually the goops that spawn, or like on the squirt bots, it's either people that got in an AoE, either the squirt bots that themselves got gooped, you see. And these die automatically to the shock walls, so you can just go in another squirt bot while you wait for this squirt bot to die from the shock bot, because the shock bot hits for a lot. I still love playing with Sleep Swing though, even if it's a bit cancer on Quaking. The problem is I cast and then I need to like cancel cast basically to not get interrupted by that, but imagine if I didn't have Sleep Stream on this boss, this would be like super cancer. I wouldn't be able to do any DPS. Even with Sleep Stream, it's super hard, so having a bit more is very good. As you can see, my CDs are coming up right now. I cannot use my Kyrian Potion to heal because I used the Sigil, which proc the Kyrian Potion, which put it on cooldown, but it doesn't show. It's a bug of the game. And this pack right here is the pack that we first played. So we played this pack with the one on the left. That was our first pull to take all the shock bots and all the bots. I went in the cave to take the bots there. It's really a shame that you didn't get to see me do that. So since the shaman died, he's the one that doesn't have the shock bots. We decided to play this patrol with these two scrap bots. I use my weapon here. As you can see, I have a weak aura right under my 18 stacks. That's my unused weapon. With 500 intellect, which is insane. Like it's a lot of damage. I tried to spell steal these buffs, but I go out of mana very fast. I tried to kick this scrap bot, but I was not in range, and thankfully somebody got it. Again, I was on voice with these people, and there's some people I play with very frequently, so I really trusted them. If you're pugging and people don't know the mechanics, yeah, I guess it can be very, hard. And you gotta play a bit safer. What we decided to do here is to play this pack solo. We kill the blaster and then we pull the guy afterwards. Again, the ads die super fast thanks to the scrap bots. So sorry, thanks to the zap bots. So as you can see, I'm CDing here, and then we can pull the crawler even if I don't have any CDs and nobody does, because 1 million is not much. Here is a welding bot and a grease bot, which are the defensive and haste ones for the shaman, and on one of the packs there's a shock bot for him because he died on the boss, so when you die you lose the bots.
Range 5.
And I also have a weak aura on the upper left to see people's bots. Like those are the ones that they have, and on the bottom right is the ones that they don't have. I shipped the patrol so it doesn't go like into a weird positioning, and then we're playing it right now because I told the tank I had CDs. I just do single target rotation here. There's 5 targets. This is very good, and killing Zolgamus like as fast as possible is really good. However, I trolled because I died here. I stayed in the AoE. I released fast so that my Touch of the Magi still does damage. So Touch of the Magi doesn't do any damage if you're dead. So I released fast so that it would still explode. Keep that in mind. Since I died, we were going to fully clear this room anyways because it's safer, so we don't ninja pull the boss. So now me and the shaman are missing shock bots, and I'm missing a grease bot and a welding bot. Grease bot and welding bot are going to be in 2 packs, and on the next pack it's going to be the shaman's shock bot, and I'm going to take the one after because it doesn't scale very well, the shock bot with arcane, because I don't have much haste basically.
Watch your step. Range 5.
So the shock bot here is for the shaman. As you can see, I have arcane power coming up like in 22 seconds together with my touch of the Magi. I'm trying to fish for clear casting procs to reduce its cooldown. I don't know why I should have done some arcane explosions there, not just wait, but I wasn't. Yeah, so my arcane power's cooldown is now reduced. I decided to use arcane power here because we were going to play one more pack before the boss. So I just pressed my sigil here because I wanted to have sigil for bloodlust when we get it. This ad died super fast because when you crit on sigil CDs with 296 item level, everything just dies super fast. So I'm taking this grease bot and this welding bot, and now we're gonna play the pack on the left there. I wanted to tell the tank not to play together because this is a really hard pack, but I didn't have time enough and then he just pulled it. Yeah, so I'm gonna take that shock bot before the pack so it does more damage. And this phase is gonna like damage us a lot. I should have held my stacks there to be able to CD right now. I kicked the haste thing. I'm trying to target the highest HP mob and then I'm doing my single target rotation on it. Unfortunately, the pack doesn't, I mean he doesn't run with the pack, but I got my funnel of it because he ran through the pack exactly as I had to hit my barrage.
Range 5.
But unfortunately the monk died, so I used defensives here. I told them to press defensives like as much as possible just to be sure we get it. There's an invis pack here with 3 bots, so I told them let's play this pack for the monk since he died and he lost the bots, and then we go boss. It's also good because we are gonna need some more percent, so if we play it here rather than later it's still okay. However, this invis pack is patrolling, so I don't know exactly where it is. The monk is coming and is taking all the bots.
Assistance protocol
Range
activated.
5.
Yeah, like all this surrounding area here, the pack can patrol. So since nobody took the pack, I mean, it didn't aggro. I just told them, alright, let's go. We got lucky. We didn't aggro it. Let's go. But right when we got here, they suddenly got out of stealth.
Range 5.
We were ready to go to the boss, and then the pack appeared. So maybe we body pulled them, but they didn't get to attack us, and then we just ran. I don't know. I didn't want to use my CDs here. As you can see, they have like 500 HP. They die to just like everybody's shock bots. So I'm just holding my CDs as much as possible to be sure I have big CDs on one pull for boss.
Crash dummy! Let's paint the pavement red!
I'm trying to dodge the
Range 5.
wheel.
Hit and run!
You can also kick Trixie, but she instantly recasts. So if you want to kick her, you do a interrupt rotation at the end of her cast every time. Now there's a mechanic called Megatase. As you can see, it's on the shaman, and the shaman goes in the smoke, and that's how Trixie misses the shot. If not, that one-shots the shaman, or almost one-shots them. Anyways, you gotta dodge that. We also have to try to kill the 2 bosses at the same time, or similar to the same time, because if not, they empower each other. So because this one has lower HP, I'm trying to CD it now. I used an orb there to generate a Radiant Spark debuff, but this post ran to literally India and I cannot DPS it because it outranged me. I just blocked this because I didn't want to be in melee with the other boss, and I'm not DPSing Trixie because I didn't want her to die before Naeno dies. Like honestly, it's a waste of time if we risk dying here. Everybody has all the bots, so we don't need to you know, manage any other bots. We're gonna take these 3 scrap bots together. I couldn't do my stacks there because so I was sitting here, but you know, they're doing this smoke, so I was hoping that I'm gonna finish my CDs before the smoke, but they literally did it at the same time. So my CDs were, you know, trolled here, but this is very low key. Like, I'm just doing keys for gear for now, and every now and then I'm just trying to do some nice things as Arcane. But this is a very low key, especially for a junkyard, which is the easiest key this tier, and it's gonna be the easiest key forever because of the bots. So ads die really fast. Like, I'm not sad that I didn't do my CDs properly there. The ads are just dying to it. Nothing. We took the ads with this pack. Also the ads, the small ads, the grunters, don't have aggro, so everybody needs to stay in melee. Yeah, I'm using my weapon again here. I don't know if I remember to use it on the last pull. I'm trying to remember to use it, but it's very weird to have an on-use of 45 seconds cooldown. Now we're gonna play this with the patrol, which is an infiltrator, and with this pack, here I'm just letting the tank pull as he wants. It doesn't really matter, we just need to clear these ads before the boss and then do the boss.
Shockwave. Range 5.
So we got 1 scrap bot and 2 ads more to play before the boss. I didn't know if I should CD them or not, because again it's Tyrannical, it's a 19, the ads die like super fast.
Range 5.
Fire on this key is super fun because of the big amount of haste you get. In total these ads have like 3 million HP, so I decided like let's CD them, let's see if I have my CDs back, and if not I'll just ask for the tank to wait like 3 seconds.
Range
But the
5.
ads like died super fast. These were my 45-second cooldowns, and look what happens like if I crit with all the stats that I have. CD's coming up in 20 seconds, so it's actually okay. I'm using evocation to revive full mana before the boss. I'm asking him to wait a bit. So on this boss, the tank
Range
gets a
5.
debuff, like a slam, and then we all gotta soak the slam, and then move to one of these pillars or the robot on the right side. I was ready to go here.
You challenge me?
I'm also bloodlusting this boss. I'm doing it because last boss is very easy, and you're gonna see why. So also I should have waited with my CDs here because the ads come in melee, and if I have my barrage for this second right here, I get 60% more damage. So don't do the mistake I do. Wait like 5 seconds before CDing and then you CD. So you're sure to have funnel on the boss. It doesn't matter that my touch on the Magi hit the mobs. Touch on Magi doesn't matter if it hits more mobs, it does the same damage to the main target. But you want to kill the boss as fast as possible, right? So you want your barrage to hit when there are more ads around the boss. Alright, so my stats are coming up right now, but I am not spamming Arcane missiles, I'm just waiting because I don't have much mana.
Range 5.
And luckily, look how my CDs lined up. I have more funnel. I have 4 targets now next to my main target, so I got again 60% more damage on my 45-second CDs. However, I forgot to click the weapon. As you can see, it's still on cooldown, but I should have clicked it there. Warlock is doing my damage, but I'm pretty sure he does much more damage to the ads than I do, and I do more single target. And as you can see, our percent is perfect. We just need the pack before last boss, and this is 100%. However, I think the Shaman Ninja pulled something.
I will deactivate the node. Move with haste and locate the others.
Yeah, he Ninja pulled the pack in the back.
Range 5.
Exemplary work. With the power nodes inert, the machine will return to its hub to recharge.
And since Ninja pulled, I can blink this, I can decurse the tank. We had a Shaman to decurse as well. So we decided like whatever. We're not gonna wipe just because we Ninja pulled 1 pack. Our timer is super fine, we're just gonna kill this.
But make sure you include a passage about my rugged fortitude.
Again, I can just blink this, so I blink out of it. I'm trying to do my stacks before the next pull, which I managed, but just barely. If you remember, we killed the Invis pack there, so
Range 5.
we can just walk through here, but normally you wouldn't be able to because the Invis pack is gonna just one-shot you. There's the invisibility patrol, and there's the patrol on the left that we don't want to play. I think we still Ninja pulled it though. Doesn't really matter, like it's fine. So you see the Renormalizer, he does 2 casts. He does Shrink and he does a cast which buffs a target for 20 seconds for 100% more damage. So ask them, do not kick that thing, but you know, sometimes you just randomly kick, so it got kicked this time. What I'm doing is I'm trying to ship this so it doesn't die. However, the Shaman, the tank and the Warlock are doing like so much damage. Look at me, I'm doing no damage, I'm just trying to ship the Renormalizer here. I'm trying to do my stacks a bit. We ninja pulled the patrol, so there was a second Renormalizer actually here that I could have taken. That I could have shipped, but I'm just trying to ship this Renormalizer so it doesn't die. You're gonna see why I do this. So basically, the buff that the Renormalizer does, that thing, in enforcement or whatever, it's 100% more damage.
Range 5.
So it matters because if I manage to spell seal it, and people, if they just don't damage the see that enlarge, yeah, there you go. So the shaman kicked it, that's bad, and I was like, please, let's just wait for the next one. Like, you kicked it, don't kick it. So now it's shrink, which we can just dispel, and then it's enlarge, which I spell steal, and this is 100% more damage. So I just decided to use my 45 seconds here, because I was like, okay, if I use my full CDs, the Renormalizer is gonna die, and I'm gonna be super sad. I also didn't use my full CDs. I literally, like, look at me, I'm not doing any damage, just because if not, this Renormalizer just gets deleted. So that was my 45 seconds, guys, which I totally, like, did so badly on purpose, just so that the Renormalizer doesn't die, and I'm still engaged with like 40k. That's how big this buff is. It's really important. It has dots on it, so, you know, I'm just perma shipping it, and they can just finish the boss by themselves. The boss is super easy.
Reinforcements to these coordinates.
Range 5.
It's on the right side, so we're going there. You see this enlarged thing? Yeah, that's the thing we should do. It still has like a lot of dots on it, so I'm trying to CC it as much as possible, but the bots are breaking the CC. So I'm just CCing until it doesn't break anymore. You can blink this like I just did now. Look at this. Go, then you go like this. You can also jump over. I don't know if you can if you're a dwarf. And then you can left click on this console to target it and see how much energy it has, and you gotta bring the energy to 0. So here I'm just going down. I'm doing my stacks on the Renormalizer. I have a Pelagos proc, look at this. I have a Pelagos proc. I hope I'm looking at it though. I just spell stole the thing. Oh, I didn't see the proc, it's fine. I got the banner from the Necro tank, and then I'm just blowing my CDs here, and look how much damage I do with the buff. 950k crit, easy. And then 884k Touch of the Magi. This was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and see you on the next one.